Welcome back to the Hoodni's Fantasy Football Podcast. This is episode 120. I got my dogs with me here. MFB
Yes, sir.
and BBTB.
Yeah.
MFB is delayed. I don't know why it took him long to respond or react. But anyways, this is episode 120. We are doing a draft recap. This is a draft with me, BBTB, and MFB in a 16-man league. And we're just going to go over the draft and kind of talk about the picks that we made, why we made those picks around our selections and things like that, and just kind of overall going over like a draft recap for this season. BBTB was pick number 1, so Jamar Chase, that was your pick. BBTB, what went through your head?
I'll be honest, bro. These dudes
should we cover like the format of the league just so people know? Like, the general.
Let's do that real quick.
Yeah. So, so this was a newly formed 16-man league, and we made it into 4 divisions of 4, to make it like very similar to the NFL, with the top of each division going into playoffs, and then the next 4 playoff spots were wild cards. On top of that, a little bit of different scoring. We had 6-point TDs across the board for any TD. And even the lineup was a little bit different. Instead of the standard 2 running back slots, we had a running back receiver flex and a wide receiver tight end flex, just to really emulate how the NFL does it with 2 RB formations, 2 tight end formations, et cetera, et cetera. But that might all change next year. And I believe I won my division and made it into playoffs. Chemo, did you win your division, or you made it through wild card?
I was wild card. Pretty sure.
Okay, got it. And sadly, BBTB did not make it out of his division.
But I was number 9, and I lost by 1.2 points week 13. And if I won that, I would have been in.
Tough. But either way, me and Chemo both got bounced out the first week of playoffs. So yeah, now we could probably jump into the draft.
Sure.
So
BBTB 1.01. I mean, this was pretty obvious now, pretty straightforward.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, bro, I was gonna go either it was Bijan or Chase. I
Right,
just
so
saw the
Bijan
upside.
went next, and then
Wait, and
Go
wait,
ahead.
are we going down? I know. Are we going 1 through 16, or are we going down my list?
We're gonna go 1 through 16.
No. We'll go
picks,
through rounds, like every pick of the round. Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
Chase, Bijan, obviously.
I mean, you can explain your pick because that was your
a bad pick by any means.
You want me to explain my pick? Okay, so the reason why I was going for Chase is just the upside that Joe Burrow was coming in. All 3 of these homies got paid. The defenses did not get upgraded on the Bengals side, so I'm assuming they're gonna be playing in a shootout every single game. But we can't predict the season of Joe Burrow getting, what was it, grade 3 turf toe or something, week 2 or 3. So
yeah.
So yes, but what I did week 2, I traded Jamar Chase for Jonathan Taylor. So pretty much I had Jonathan Taylor as my number 1 pick in a way.
All right, bro. So you took Jamar Chase number 1.
Yeah, I think Chase was.
No, I'm just playing. Bijan went next. Saquon went next. Then Jahmyr Gibbs, Jay Jettis, CeeDee Lamb, Genty, Neighbors, Derrick Henry, and then my pick, I took Christian McCaffrey. My
amazing pick finished as the RB1.
Yep. That was actually my prediction for Christian McCaffrey. I was like, as long as he can stay healthy this year, I think he finishes RB1. And I made that prediction before the season. And I said it multiple times. If you listen to our preseason episodes, I think I mentioned it there, but I did mention it plenty of times. So, yeah, I was high on McCaffrey. I was like, look, he had that injury last year. I don't think it's lingering this year. He didn't play at all. So I think this year he bounces back, and he did. That was my pick.
Amazing.
Then Nico Collins went next. Amon-Ra, Drake London, Puka Nacua, Brian Thomas for Slammy. What's up, bro? Talk to us, bro. Pick 15.
Yes. So okay, pick 15, which by the way, in this league, we had like an order where we choose the slot we wanted, right? And I think, we all chose like our slots unless they were taken. I purposely chose like the back of the draft, in a 16 man, for a specific strategy that kind of half panned out and half did not pan out. And this part did not pan out, right? So I'll talk a little bit about it. I wasn't hating Brian Thomas. Like, I was kind of high on him overall this year. I didn't think he would be this damn terrible, right? I really thought the Jags and T-Law with Liam Cohen would like really go berserk, which we did see towards the end of the year with T-Law. But none of it was because of Brian Thomas, right?
Yeah.
So complete big bust pick. Now, I was mad because I was so certain I would get Drake London here, right? Even though hindsight, it wouldn't have really helped me because Drake London missed 5 games, and he's like hurt for like the end of playoffs. So like, it wouldn't have really helped me that much. But during the season, it would have been way better than Brian Thomas, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
I would have
100%.
also been down for Puka and for sure Amon Ra. So like, I was kind of just left with Brian Thomas. And because of our starting format, I didn't really care to take a RB this early because I had confidence in myself to find good RB talents later in the rounds, which I know I could
Makes
start
sense.
one RB anyway and be fine with that and survive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking Brian Thomas. Traded him though, thankfully, while he had a little bit of value,
Mhm.
Straight into me.
which helped. But yeah,
Yeah, that was a bust pick of the first round, probably.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs next, and Jonathan Taylor, 2 great picks.
I would say Genty is, but
yeah, Genty at the 1.7 is
Technically neighbors because he got out week 3 with the ACL.
yeah.
Technically. And
You can, yeah.
honestly,
whichever way.
Justin Jefferson's way worse. He was the wide receiver 25, so
Jay Jettis was, honestly, just, and his schedule
I
was so
avoided
nice,
him
so-
at all costs. All costs.
I didn't avoid him at all costs, but I would have taken other players ahead of him. I would have taken
Take
Lamb
election.
over him.
I would have took everyone in that first round over him. Actually.
I don't know, man. Anyways, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, 2 really great picks for far forward here. And then back to MFB for Josh Allen. What went through your head there?
this is the sole reason I picked the slot because I knew I would secure Josh Allen. And the funny part is what confirmed this was I literally sniped Masood on this pick because he was going to take Josh Allen. Now
Crazy.
Josh Allen finished as the QB1, so I'm not mad at his performance by any means. He would literally backpack me some weeks. And in a 16-man league, sometimes that's really all you need. So I already knew in my mind, like, I'm like locking in my QB now rather than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a good pick. And then, this is the thing with drafts is that if you ever mock draft before the season, a lot of times mock drafts are kind of misleading because a lot of times in a mock draft, players will fall to you and you'll create this kind of super team almost. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready for the draft. If you're picking your draft position, don't ever think that the player you want is going to fall to you in the draft. It almost never happens. If you're high on a player, chances are a lot of other
Reach.
people, especially if they're good, are
I'm a
also
reacher.
high on that player. Reach for the player you want, or if you can pick your, like your position, like MFB did. If he had swapped places with Masood would have taken Josh Allen and sniped him. You know what I mean? Then he would have been left with AJ Brown or one of these other options, which wouldn't have been too bad. But yeah, AJ Brown went here. H-Han or Bucky, Chase Brown. I took Lamar Jackson here, kind of the same reason as MFB. Like, I want to lock in a good quarterback that I thought was going to produce for me and win me some weeks and do his thing. And wow, he was a bust pick, man. I was like, bro, Josh Allen, to me in my head when I made this pick, I was like, bro, I actually didn't want Josh Allen because he's too boomer bust. I felt like Lamar Jackson at least had a safer floor, maybe not as high of a ceiling, but still a safer floor. Like there was going to be weeks where he didn't lose me the week. There are weeks where you have Josh Allen just straight up flat out lose you the week. And I was like, Lamar is
Yeah.
not going to be doing that for me. 20 points a week minimum. He's a rushing quarterback. He's going to get that work. And the first few weeks it looked that way, and then he got injured, and then since then he just did not look good. So in hindsight, I should have traded him away. I didn't think it would have affected him this much, but wow, it was just bad pick. For me, it did not pan out at all.
Absolutely horrible.
All right, bro, we get it.
I mean, in that moment, I'm not mad at it. Like, I totally get it, like, why this pick was made. And I might have done a similar thing, honestly.
Respectfully, you're talking to a guy that fades the quarterback. So if you guys notice here, fading the quarterback would have been great. Like, obviously, I know MFB, Josh Allen finished, I think, what, QB5?
Didn't you not make playoffs? And we both did?
QB1. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Yeah.
Didn't we both make playoffs and you didn't?
All right, bro. Let's keep going, bro.
Brock Bowers here. Karen Williams, Led McConkey, Terry Hill, Marion Hampton, James Cook, T. Higgins, Ken Walker, Marvin Harrison. BBTB. Oh, and then Kamara. Talk to us. What happened here?
Yo. Look, I'll be honest with you, bro. I was feeding for James Cook. I wanted James Cook so bad. James Cook wasn't there. I was avoiding T. Higgins, and I was whatever on K9. I don't know why I was fading JSN. I really don't. Like, I just, bro,
Yeah,
I was just fading
I was
him.
going to point out you didn't take JSN twice, by the way.
I did the same thing in another league. I also avoided JSN, and it really hit me. I want to take a pause real quick, BBT, before I'll let you finish. But do you guys think, I want to take you guys' opinions, is it worse to fade a player and he pops off, or for you to be high on a player and he takes a dump? Like you pick up a player like, oh yeah, I like this guy, and he takes a dump.
So
which one's worse?
Like Justin Jefferson fade or
no, like you're like, oh, I like Justin Jefferson. You take him and he takes a deuce. He does what he did this season. Versus seeing JSN being like, nah, I just don't like him. I just don't think he's going to produce, and you leave him out and don't.
I would rather be hot right now because I skipped on him twice. That's why I'm hot right now.
I would rather take the guy, right? Like, for example, I took Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
I would rather take the guy and have him be a dud, but be able to have the kind of foresight to see, like, okay, I really dudded this, but he still has name and draft capital value. So I have trade capital to use.
True.
Right? Even Justin Jefferson, people were trying to trade for him like week 10, 9, you know, around that, you know? So especially as long as you have, even if you took it and it's a bad pick, you could still trade out of it. If you missed out on JSN, brother, you're not trading for JSN unless you give up some heavy pieces.
Yeah.
Right? So it's tough. It's a tougher situation.
I think I would rather skip a pick that ends up being fire than draft a dud.
Yeah.
Just me personally, because I get too emotional with my picks. I'm like, oh no, I picked this player, like that's my team. I don't want to trade him away. And that's just how I am, which I probably need to do less of. But in that case, I'd rather skip a player and he pop off and be like, all right, bro, whoever got him, good for him, than get a player and he just suck. Because I'll be like, no, bro, he'll turn up. And then, it ends up screwing me. That's just me. But yeah, anyways, BTB, Marvin Harrison Jr., L, Kamara.
Bro.
Actually, big L somehow than Marvin Harrison.
So my thought process with Kamara, right? The quarterback was Spencer Rattler. My head was Spencer Rattler, right? He likes to throw that deep ball, long ball, but at some point, he's going to throw those checkdowns. Kamara was a checkdown machine last year. Yeah, those dump offs. So in my head, I'm like, look, he's the RB1. He's going to get 12 to 14 carries a game at least with those dump offs. He should be a solid pick. And then we had Sourdough at starting quarterback week 6, bruh. And it all went downhill.
Tyler Shuck. Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for an RB here, that was probably one of the better. I mean, you got Chuba, Trey, Henderson. James.
If you guys look at my team, by the way, like just look down the aisle, I think I traded literally
we're
everyone
not
on
there.
this
We're
team.
not there yet. We're not there.
No, no,
yet.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
blame you, bro.
We're not.
I'm just
I
saying.
told
I traded literally besides Zay.
you know what? Let's get to it when we reach the end of the draft because
Yeah.
wasn't your best of days.
JSN,
So
McLaurin, Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson, Jaden Daniels, DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts, Chuba Hubbard, Devontae Adams. Right here. Oh, some people give
That's a solid
their
pick.
opinions.
That's a solid
amazing
pick.
pick. He finished
Thank you.
like what? Wide receiver
8.
7.
Oh,
He
7.
missed, and he
Yes.
missed the last
With
2
missing
weeks.
2 games.
Yeah, week 16, week
Last 2
17.
games. Yeah.
Did he
Solid
miss
pick.
any other games, or am I
So,
tripping?
amazing pick.
He was a touchdown machine.
No, he did not.
Okay. He was a touchdown machine. He caught so many, like anything in and around the goal line. He was just going straight to Devontae Adams. So
Yeah.
I
Great pick.
in my head I was like, I want a receiver here. I got my running back. I got my quarterback. Let me get a receiver. And as you can see, I went heavy receiver after that. Travion Henderson, James Conner, Trey McBride. I should take McBride honestly, but Devontae Adams is good. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, MFB, talk to us.
Yeah.
Xavier Worthy at the.
All right, so it's funny because Salah Bros this whole draft, like I would have loved any of these guys to fall to me. Anyways, okay, Xavier Worthy. It was just kind of like a shot, like, hey, like, there's no Rashee Rice for 6 weeks. Worthy's in his second year. Like, I don't know. And also this like area of the draft was so murky with names I didn't like a lot, right?
Yeah.
So Ted McMillan, for me, too early for Ted McMillan. I'm not going to take him this early.
Yeah.
Even though he did cool. DJ Moore, I was avoiding at ADP because too expensive at that ADP.
Yeah.
Okay, Brees Hall, I was avoiding Brees Hall like the plague. Joe Burrow, I already have a QB. Kittle, I don't even really need to start a tight end in this league, so I'd rather not take a tight end this early. Emeka Egbuka, even that pick was way too early per ADP, and I'm not a reach kind of guy. Sutton, Judy Pacheco, bro, like all these names are bums, right? So this literally whole area of the draft is just L's no matter what I do.
Yeah.
So I took an L.
The thing was is that at this point, you either super reach for one of these guys and hope it pans out, because a lot of these guys were straight L's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like, well, Kittle's pretty solid. You already have a QB, Brees Hall.
Yeah.
DJ Moore didn't do his thing really.
I can't. I'm not a super reacher like that, bro. It just can't.
Yeah.
So.
And then he went Ted McMillan, DJ Moore, back to you, RJ Harvey. Solid pick, honestly. Ended up it took him some time. It took a J.K. Dobbins injury, but
you know, everything is timing, right? So like you just mentioned, I know J.K. Dobbins is going to get injured. It's like a guarantee in fantasy life, right?
Yeah.
But it took so long for him to get injured. And then we saw RJ Harvey like really putting in work. So
pop off.
I was just hoping I would come earlier, and then it's like, okay, boom, I can plug him as my top RB or in my RB2 slot, and he's going to be a menace, right? Again, this is a league where you only need to start one RB. So, yeah, that's kind of the whole logic with that.
Yeah. And then you, like we mentioned earlier, you don't need to start a tight end. There's a tight end wide receiver flex position. So that's why tight ends are falling super hard if you're paying attention. So, I mean, for me, I was like, I don't even want a tight end, honestly. I don't need to start one. Why would I take one, there's so many other positions. Brees Hall went next, Joe Burrow, George Kittle, Emeka Egbuka, Courtland Sutton. I actually got sniped.
That's a great pick.
Egbuka.
Oh.
I got sniped. I was going to take Egbuka here. I got sniped, and then I took Sutton.
By your brother.
Yeah, that was, I did get sniped by my brother. I took Courtland Sutton. I just was like, he's the number one in offense with Bo Nix year 2. Like, I just think, why not? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I was high on Sutton for years. I liked Sutton a lot. But yeah, this is just solid pick.
That's good. Later on, traded him to me in a package deal, which we'll cover.
Oh my god!
Later.
My team was. I shouldn't have made any trades. My team was nuts. I probably would have won the chip if I didn't make trades. Jerry Jeudy, Isaiah Pacheco, George Pickens,
Fire.
Who
Absolute
was a
fire
really
pick.
good pick.
Pickens,
Yeah.
insanely crazy value this round. He was
Yeah.
like the moneymaker this whole round of the draft, round 4.
Yeah.
And this guy, surprisingly, I think still missed playoffs. DeMonte, Tony Pollard, Calvin
Not
Ridley,
surprisingly, but sure.
Devonta Smith. Bro, I forgot about Travis Hunter. And then we have Zay Flowers, DeAndre Swift, BBTB. Talk to us. Not too bad.
This is great picks. What are you talking about? These are great. Zay Flowers, Pro Bowler.
DeAndre Swift, solid.
Around.
I like DeAndre Swift. I like DeAndre Swift, but Zay Flowers here.
Yeah. Over who? I'm not taking no Waddle with Tyreek. I'm not taking no Ricky Pearsall gambling on that with the whole Ayuk situation. I wasn't taking J-Mo, either boom or bust. Odunze was never through my head. I thought DJ Moore was the guy. Yeah, brother, that's it. Like, brother, Zay Flowers. So first off, Zay Flowers, Pro Bowler, right? I know he has issues with fumbling and dropping a couple balls here and there, but Zay Flowers would be literally insane if Lamar just stepped it up. Zay is a dog. Lamar played horrible, and that's why Zay played whatever.
Isn't Zay like 5'8"?
Yeah. Zay
like 5'10".
wasn't bad. It's just he had a lot of weeks where like he was in a touchdown drought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Zay finished wide receiver 12, right? So
Okay.
value wise, it's amazing as a pick.
100%.
Yeah. Swift was RB 15.
Yeah, this is I like
Not bad. Swift also did very well during the playoffs. But Swift had was losing a lot of share during the season.
To my guy, that's right. Looking at
what I did with Swift
receivers, this is probably your best receiver to take.
Yeah. But what I did with Swift, I did trade Swift, I think week 6 or 7 when he popped off for 2 weeks in a row, and a receiver, forgot who it was, for Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
Which panned out really well except for playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, Tyron Tracy, Ricky Pearsall, Jalen Wall, J-Mo.
And you go trade.
This area of the draft, go for it, buddy. This area of the draft gets kind of tough because it turns into a bunch of guys that are just kind of like not really that exciting. Like Jameson Williams, boomer bust, Jalen Waddle with Tyreek Hill. I don't know. It was kind of tough. He's a number 2, right? So you're a little iffy on him. Ricky Pearsall, same thing with the whole Ayuk coming back from injury. You don't know if he's going to take over. I wasn't really scared of Ayuk, but like, yeah,
the receiver room is so crowded on the Niners.
Yeah, it was starting to thin out. I mean, Caleb Johnson, bro, complete bust. Didn't do anything. Rome Odunze started off hot and then cooled off heavy. Cooper Kupp was just irrelevant most of the season. And then my pick right here, I took Matthew.
Same with kind of your next pick.
Matthew Golden. So for me, in none of my drafts did I really take any rookies. This is, I think, my second draft. And I hadn't taken any rookie receivers or rookie running backs. And I wanted at least one. So I took Matthew Golden here in hopes of that he would just pop off, maybe second half. Look, I'm like, he's not going to start off hot. They already have a ton of receivers, and they have Christian Watson come back off ACL. But I was like, bro, maybe he will be the guy second half.
So,
like he'll be a second half sleeper.
As a shot like that, it's cool because he's your third wide receiver taken. So it's kind of worth it in a sense, right? Like, I didn't hate this pick. ADP wise, still very early for Matthew Golden to me. But as like a player prospect, it wasn't bad looking. He just really never panned out. Watson came back and was the guy post like Tucker Kraft injury.
Well, honestly, I was fading all Packers receivers just because like they just have so many weapons. Kraft, Wicks, Dobbs, Ham, Golden. You know, it's just like
it was
who do you throw the ball to?
For me, it was actually between Matthew Golden and Deebo Samuel here. That was my two who I was thinking. And I almost took Deebo, but I think I looked over at someone in the room with us and I was like, do I take Golden here or Deebo? He's like, no, take Golden. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I kind of went with it. I was like, yeah, Deebo kind of cheeks, huh? He's not really going to do anything. And then, he started off hot. I was kind of like, Deebo overall value-wise probably would have been better. But I was like, let me get a shot on a rookie. You just never know if you just don't know with rookies. They could pop off and really do their thing. So that's what my reasoning was for that pick. Aaron Jones, Jacoby Myers, Travis Etienne, Deebo Samuel. Whoops, wrong way. And then MFV, Stephon Diggs. Solid pick.
Absolutely fire. Absolutely fire. Good stuff, MF.
Yeah, very nice. Care to explain yourself?
I mean, he was like up and down for me.
Yeah.
So started off slow. I was a high believer in Drake May. So that's kind of why I was confident in Stephon Diggs, and Stephon Diggs is like still incredible route runner. I was keeping up with like training camp and like how his offseason went kind of like post his ACL tear.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible hands, incredible route running. Just like a confident pick, especially in this range of like a lot of murky receivers that I could have chose from.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have Bill, who was a bust. Khalil Shakir, Jordan Mason, MFB.
Man.
Didn't end up panning out.
This pick, bro, like, no. So it pisses me off because it's like on paper supposed to be so fire, but it didn't happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same logic as RJ Harvey. I know old man Aaron Jones is going to get hurt, and he did, okay? But the Vikings, we know their offense was so bad, and on top of that, Jordan Mason wasn't even doing that much at the same time.
He fumbled.
So it's like,
he was
bro,
fumbling
this is your chance. This guy's hurt. You're getting all the work.
I think it was literally the first game that
it pissed me off because, like,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, Jordan Mason's the first game when Aaron Jones was out, he fumbled. It was either once or twice, I can't remember, but they started running Zach Scott, the third string RB, out there instead of Jordan Mason, like over him. Like they just
crazy.
Right. Yeah. So, but after that week, it was still all Jordan Mason, but he still didn't do shit. So that was like, it was just a feel bad moment on that regard.
Yeah, he didn't really do much with those opportunities, so it ends up being not as good as we had hoped. Chris Godwin, Jordan Addison, Darnell Mooney, Sam Laporta, Chris Olave. Boom. Come on, brother.
Arguably the best pick of the draft. You could argue that. Chris Olave, if the viewers do not know, finished wide receiver 6 overall.
Crazy.
And BBTB came to me crying.
And this dumbass traded him away.
Listen.
This
Week 7.
I finessed him.
No. I'll bring up the screenshot. I'm going to bring a screenshot of BBTB crying. He doesn't want screenshots because he knows he cried for days on end. Oh my God.
I'm
not a salesman. You were not selling.
I was like,
you were crying. Help
I got
Hoodni,
Kamara
please.
in 70 fab. No, 70 fab.
Hoodni,
He bid on the fab, guys. He bid on the fab.
So anyways, this fool comes to me, bro, I need a receiver. Help a Hoodni, please. I need a receiver. And I was like, bro, who do you want? He's like, let me get Devontae Adams. I was like, what? Bro, come on, bro. And I was like, all right, relax. You can have Chris Olave.
Brother, you needed the fab. All right, next.
I didn't do anything with the fab. Anyways, he ended up giving me
really fire draft. Fire draft came
Kamara.
out so far.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara for Chris Olave. I helped him out. I was like, whatever. I'll see what happens with Kamara. Like, I don't care. Like, you can have Chris Olave if you want. Like, whatever, bro. But he would not leave me alone, bro. I'm gonna lose this week. Please, Chris Olave.
He's lying.
I'll pull up text. Anyways,
pull it up.
Yeah, come on now. I was working in this draft. Oh, my next pick is crazy. Michael Pittman, TJ Hawkinson, Cheeks, Travis Kelce, solid. Braylon Allen, Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix. The run on quarterbacks went and scared BBTB into taking.
Yeah, so quarterback run.
I was
BBTB pulls on Kyler Murray.
Bro, guys, I swear to God, my number one was Bo Nix in that order. Was Bo Nix, Mayfield, Purdy. I wanted one of the three. I didn't know they were going to go back to back, bro. I didn't know that.
Back, brother.
Oh my gosh, bro. And then I had
And
to
that's
take,
the thing with being at the ends of the draft, right? You need to be very mindful. If there's ever like a run of like QBs or tight ends, you have to like zag
to
when
pivot.
people are zigging.
Yeah, you gotta be able to pivot, man.
You feel me?
So
Yeah.
this is a tough
But
one.
BBTB didn't do that. He just took the next man up, which was dog shit.
BBTB, it looks like you tried to
And then
double
his
dip
next
here.
pick is even worse.
It looks like you tried to double dip here with Kyler Murray and Mark
No.
Anderson.
the news was like, okay, Ayuk coming back week 5.
Oh, Ayuk.
And in my head, I'm like, look,
It was like
Ayuk,
week 9.
the true. No, it was in week 9, bro. I would not take Ayuk at that spot. Because the reason why I took Ayuk is because he's coming back. He got paid. He's happy at that time. And so I was just like, yo, we're chilling. And then there's just problems after problems after problems. And he never played
This guy look happy to you?
snap. Not anymore. Golly.
Oh,
Yeah. So Kyler Murray for the double dip
my God.
with one of the worst sophomore receivers in football over here, Marvin Harrison.
BBTB was high this draft day.
Dude, we all, I think, collectively flamed you after this draft. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
We
guys,
were like, bro, what is this?
I 100% did.
I don't want to get into it, but I made a lot of trades. I made a lot of trades. I got unlucky one week. I should have made playoff.
BBTB's a salesman. BBTB is the opposite of me. I make a team. No, I'm serious. I draft a team, and I'm like, these are my guys. I drafted them. They're gonna pull through. I know it. I know these guys are all gonna be solid. BBTB is like, bro, he does not wait. You're not performing, off the squad. That's it. Package deal. Boom. You're gone. Go somewhere else. Sell the name. This fool is a salesman. He does not tie himself to a single one of these guys. Not one. But yeah, I respect it. I mean, do what you can with what you got. Jawan Jennings, Evan Ingram, Tyler Warren, Keon Coleman, Keenan Allen, Jay Herb, J.K. Dobbins, Jared Goff, and then my pick, Mark Andrews.
Oh my God.
Oh, I thought Mark Andrews was going to be him.
Oh my God.
So let me explain my pick. So
your love for Mark Andrews needs to be studied.
100%.
It's not a love so much as it's like an expectation. Like I look at like the previous year and I see what happened. So I remember last year with Mark Andrews, I think he started off the season so bad. It was all going to the other guy. What's his name?
Brother, Isaiah Likely. The first 6 weeks, brother, he was playing left tackle last year.
Yeah. I remember that. So that's, and then, but if I looked back at his numbers, like end of the season, and he was catching touchdowns left and right. And I was like, bro, this guy actually, he's kind of boomer bust. And so I'm like, bro, I have Lamar Jackson. I get the double dip. I'm probably not going to start him over these guys, right? I'm like, look, if he's got a good matchup, I double dip with Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson, and he may win me some weeks. Why not? You know what I mean? So I took the double dip.
He probably won you maybe max 4 weeks out of 17, by the way.
I'll take 4 dubs thanks to Mark Andrews. He won me probably 1 or 2. Anyways, yeah, I thought the double dip would have been cool here. It was not cool at all. Yeah, that was probably my worst pick besides Matthew Golden. Josh Downs, Javonte, Jaden Reed, Jalen Warren, and then Tucker Kraft. Very nice pick. Excellent pick. MFB.
Great pick till he got hurt, bro. Excellent. So sorry.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Wait, what did BBT say?
He said great pick until he got hurt. I agree. It was an excellent pick until Tucker got hurt.
Thank you. So I wasn't planning to take a tight end since we don't need to start a tight end, but I really liked Tucker Kraft, especially. I believe he like fell to me a little bit as far as ADP. Mm-hmm. So this was like no brainer, no thought. I was juiced to have Tucker Kraft. It's also a really good feeling, kind of like what Kimo was talking about earlier, like, you know, when you really feel a guy and he duds and you feel really terrible about it. Tucker Kraft was a guy like I was so sure of him, and he panned out, which feels like really good when you do that.
Mhm.
So this was a no-brainer. He was doing so much work for me up until the injury,
Yeah.
which sucks. But it is what
Excellent
it is.
pick. Unfortunate. Yeah. Injuries happen and it sucks when that ruins your team. Joe Mixon, Dave Njoku, Boof, Austin Eckler, who I was actually high on. So I liked this pick, but he didn't really do much and then he got injured.
Yeah, I think he tore his Achilles.
The only positive of this, yeah, he tore his Achilles like early, like week 2. So
It was 2 or 3, yeah.
And the positive is that it happened early, so I could offload him quick and not hold on to him for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, I thought he would take over like the RB room because the RB room at that time was so murky. Chris Rodriguez, Jeremy McNichols, the rookie Ja'Cory. I thought Austin Eckler could come out of that room easily with all the work.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I took him in another draft as well. But I definitely thought he would beat the guy over Bill, and then he ended up getting injured. Bill did his thing, and then just kept fumbling, and ended up going to Chris Rodriguez or whoever. So yeah, if he didn't get injured, it would have panned out a little bit better. Brian Robinson, he just wanted to take my handcuff because I had C-Mac. Quinshon Judkins, solid pick. Dak Prescott, Drake May, nice pick.
Awesome.
And then Cam Scadaboo. Come on now.
Fire pick.
Come on now. Nothing else to say
That's
here.
my Sacramento hitter.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Chemo. I traded for Sutton and Scadaboo. I was in very much desperate need of a QB.
Look, bro, when the Hoodni hits me up,
bro, that's not as bad as
when
Olave
Hoodni
Kamara.
hits me, when
It is
Hoodni
not as
hits
bad
me
as
up,
Olave Kamara. I'm sorry.
When one of my dogs hits me up, I go into collusion mode. I collude for my homies.
Don't say that word.
No,
crazy.
No. For
I'm playing.
reference, I remember at the time, even like my own Slammy B calculator, I think it said I was losing the trade or whatever. Because this is like kind of before Cam Spadabu was like popping.
Look,
it's like
yeah.
literally the turning point of like where BTJ had some value. So I
Turned
just ran
right
a
into
trade,
my lap. Your dog crap.
which
Look, MFB sent me the
very
trade.
much helped me out.
MFB sent me the trade, and I didn't really think about it much. He said Brian Thomas for Cam Scadaboo and Courtland Sutton. And in my head, I'm like, bro, Lamar Jackson at that point was doing his thing. Christian McCaffrey doing his thing. Devontae Adams doing his thing. Olave was doing whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm cool with that. I think I have enough depth on my team that I can afford to take a first round pick and take a gamble on him that he'll pan out, that he'll somehow figure it out. I didn't really believe in Brian Thomas, but I was like, whatever. Like, if it makes my team, if I get lucky somehow with Brian Thomas, like I'm willing to take that risk. Terrible risk. I just also another note, like being that we are on a podcast together, like that's my dog. Like I'm like, all right, sure, let's do a trade. Like I wasn't like, oh yeah, bro, for sure, take all my players. It just more was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like I'll take that risk. There are other people in this league that if they offered me the same exact trade, I would have been like, hell no, you're tripping. Like no way. So be nice to your league mates. They may be more willing to trade.
Can't wait to send this to the league. Ha ha ha.
Bro, I'm just saying I'm more bro, I'm open to taking, like, let's see, for example, Masudi, bro. If he offered me that trade, I'd be like, no, thank you, bro. I'm good. I'm not doing a trade with you. Like, it's just certain people that you just don't want to make a trade with. Who else? I don't know. Anyways,
that's it.
Be nice to your league mates. They're more likely to take. Yeah. No, there are probably other people I wouldn't have been that interested to take a trade with. So, anyways, Christian Kirk, Jaden Higgins, Marvin Mims, Rashid Shaheed, Tank Bigsby, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. Huh.
That was before the news. Yeah, that was before the news, before he retired.
Yeah, that was before he just decided I'm not playing for the Raiders. CJ Stroud, Baby TV, please talk us through this.
Brother. brother. It
I'm telling you,
We're only-
this guy
we're
did acid on the day of the draft.
No.
We're only
This
going to
guy
10
pumped
rounds.
some
by the way.
heroin on the day of the
We're not-
draft, bro.
bro. Heroin.
Listen,
that was you were cracked
Houston
out.
defense, absolutely fire. In my head, CJ Stroud should get the ball. Who does he have? Nico Collins. Who does he have? The receiver, Jaden Higgins. He had Dalton Schultz that played solid last year. In my head, I'm just like, and the RBs are trash. Nick Chubb, Woody Marks. Who? Nick Chubb hurt, and Woody Marks, who? My head, I'm like, look, CJ Stroud should be slinging this thing and should be getting the ball like 65% of the time, and the defense should be on D 35%. CJ Stroud should be a solid pick. Homie was straight buns, bro. This was a logical pick. I mean, so
See,
serious,
this
no
is-
feeling.
No. This is a BBTB pick trying to use his extra QB, become a salesman, package him with one of these other
Well, yeah,
pieces of garbage, and yeah, that's what it was. It was.
but
his,
that's
it
why.
was his
But
plan
that's
to
why
package him with someone
I
else
know.
and just.
But who am
and
I
sit him up.
drafting at that time? Rashad Bateman? No. Stevenson with Travion Henderson? No. I hadn't even heard of Colson Loveland until he started dancing on the big machine, bro.
You didn't do your
Cedric
research.
Tillman, Booth, Najee, Hurt, Palmer. Who am I drafting, bruh? Every single one of those homies are bums. CJ Stroud was a great pick, a logical pick, and he just didn't pan out.
I mean, we're getting to that range, bro. But yeah.
We're probably going to
Gosh,
finish
bro.
with this round. I don't think we need to even go to the next round, realistically.
Yeah,
This will be
I was going to say,
the
let's finish
full
with this.
squad, right? 9 players.
Yeah, that's it. Let's finish with this.
We're
But
gonna
yeah,
finish
Brandon.
it.
No, just go and fly through it, bro.
Okay, we'll go quick. Brandon Aubrey, number one kicker. I was like,
I mean, yeah, whatever. It's a good pick.
who am I going to pick? So I was like, run it.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well. Number one kicker, he'll win you some weeks. Rashad Bateman, Ramondre Stevenson, Colson Loveland, Cedric Tillman, Najee Harris. Man, looking back at this draft, crazy. Palmer,
Exactly.
Benson, Algier, Jadon Blue, Ray Davis, and then Jerome Ford, Cameron Dicker.
You don't want to talk about your Jadon Blue pick, bro?
Oh yeah, I thought, hey, bro, Javonte might not be him. So this guy's a rookie.
I was like,
Yeah.
what?
I feel that. I
I'm
also
like,
thought Jadon Blue would be like a good
I was
handcuff,
like, you never
but
know.
Not me.
Didn't happen at all.
But yeah, he ended up being a healthy scratch multiple times. So yeah, didn't end up working out. Ray Davis, Jerome Ford, Cameron Dicker, Justin Fields, Ollie Gordon, MFB.
High value handcuff. That's it.
Makes sense. Jordan Love, Dylan Sampson, Adam Thielen. He was on the Panthers at
No
this time.
clue why I took Adam Thielen.
I think he was on the Panthers at this time, right?
Oh.
And he got
No, he was on
traded to
Minnesota.
the Vikings, or did he get
Maybe,
traded to
yeah.
the Vikings?
That doesn't.
No, he was on Minnesota.
I think he was on the Panthers.
offseason.
He was on the Panthers.
Yeah, last year he turned up for the
No,
big
no,
wasn't
he
in the offseason, but he
requested
was
to go to
close.
Minnesota to like retire or something.
He went to Minnesota and then decided to go to a team that's competing or something like that. So
Yeah, it's not that important. I don't know.
Anyways,
really know why I took him. Just random. I need another receiver.
shot in the dark. Roshan Johnson. Where's my nun guy? Anyways, Kyle Pitts, Rashad White, Kyle Williams, Hollywood Brown.
Brown.
Who ended up not being bad the first few weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the same.
With especially with no Rushy Rice and no Xavier Worthy after he got injured. So Hollywood Brown kind of did his thing. So he was I was like, look, bro, random flex. Who knows? He might do something out there. He didn't play much last season, so anyway, he did decent. Wandale Robinson, Blake Corum, Alec Manor, Eagles defense, Leggett, Deontay Thornton, Jake Bates, Bashal Tootin, Broncos defense.
Solid. D-Hop.
Yeah, I mean, so you're kicking your defense here. Like, I mean, there's not many really good options at this point.
No.
It's all kind of shots in the dark.
D-Hop.
He wanted his Zay
The
Flowers.
Zay Flowers handcuff. He wanted to take him.
That's really what it was.
Yeah, that's
no other answer for that one.
Literally.
Chris Boswell, Tyler Lockett, Torrey Horton, Trey Harris, Cam. I'm starting to lose these guys' names. Steelers defense: Tajay Spears, Demario Douglas, Cam Ward, Dalton Kincaid, Romeo Dobbs, Kareem Hunt. Wait, where was
We're
I
not talking about Cam Ward, bro.
I was like, bro, rookie quarterback might do his thing. So I was like, who knows? He might go out there and ball.
Okay.
He in fact did not ball.
No,
So,
he balled. His team
yeah,
did not
L.
ball. He balled. Trust me.
He did it. I'm
Some
saying in
weeks.
terms of
Some weeks, yeah.
fantasy, like he's gonna go out there and get
Yeah, true.
25 points, like do better, but he didn't really do that great. I thought maybe he could do something special, but he didn't do enough. Couldn't get it done. Don Kincaid, Romeo Dobbs, Kareem Hunt, Woody Marks, Rico Dowdle, fire.
Bro, that's probably could be the best pick of the draft. Like
Probably
for 80, like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, in terms of ADP for the value you got.
yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah,
This
was like
pick.
just one of the like deep sleepers I was looking at as far as like RB back rooms, who I kind of just liked, and he did work out for me heavily.
Yeah, fire pick. Emmanuel Wilson, Cardinals defense, Ravens defense. You don't really have to talk about why he took Ravens defense. Just he took a defense. I mean, it's basically defense and kickers at this point. But I took a kicker, I think, here. I took Harrison Butker, whatever. Keaton Mitchell. You just wanted as many remaining
Ravens
players from the Ravens, huh?
Ravens.
So all the Ravens went with D-Hop, Keaton Mitchell, and then he took the Genty handcuff here.
Yeah,
that was what that was, right? Just Genty handcuff.
Literally.
Mostert. All right, and then I took the Bucks defense, and then MFB with McPherson as his kicker. Makes sense. And that's the draft right there. So let's take a look at the three teams. Whose team do we like the most? BBTB.
Listen. I traded majority of my team.
No.
I had
We're
like
talking about pure draft. How did
look? I'll give my draft roughly a 5 out of 10.
Pure draft, brother.
Has to be 5 out of 10. I did skip out on a couple players like JSN.
That's fair.
I faded the quarterback a little too hard by getting Kyler Murray. Not my best thing. Don't buy Ayuk. Don't buy in on the news. Yeah, I give my draft roughly a 5 out of 10. Honestly.
All right. My draft, what do you I give myself like an 8 out of 10, bro. I had a nice draft, low key. 8, 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I would say minimum like 8 or 7.5 if you want to be harsh. Just because
I'd be 8.
Actually, no, overall it's really good actually. Yeah, I would say 8.5.
Scatterman, McCaffrey,
easily.
Lamar, bro. If Lamar panned out and I didn't make any trades,
yeah, you would have probably won.
Bro, yeah, whatever. Try to help out my dogs. MFB,
6 out of 10.
Solid like 7. Yeah,
No.
6, 7.
6.
I would give myself a 7 because my first pick was very bad. Yeah, my first pick was very bad. Also some other picks that were just didn't pan out, but also some very good late picks. I give it a 7.
RJ Harvey, Josh Allen.
Look,
Diggs did his thing.
You had a great Josh Allen pick?
I would not give myself higher than a 7 by any means.
Okay. Let's count how many fire picks, right? Josh Allen fire.
1.
QB 1. Count how many fire picks. One fire pick. Would you give RJ Harvey a fire pick or no?
No, he turned up too late.
2 for Diggs?
Probably not. No. He turned up way too late.
2. Diggs is a good
draft was
pick.
Amazing.
2, 3.
That's it.
3,
4.
That's a fire pick.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, my hoodnies.
6.5. We'll keep it up there. Anyways,
that's fair. Not mad at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this was a 16-man league. It's tough. I mean, we even tried to make it easier with having no tight end position, like no necessary tight end position. And then only one RB required.
Interestingly enough, no Matt Stafford drafted on the board.
True.
Dude, he was, oh my God, he got an epidural in the preseason. There was so much talk about him, like his whole back spazzing and having hella injuries. Like, I was not high on Matt Stafford at all. I was super down on him.
Best waiver wire pickup, I would have to be Michael Wilson.
All right. Maybe TB, we cannot hear you. You like cut out completely when you're talking.
Can you hear me? Hello.
MFB, can you hear him or am I high?
I cannot.
Okay. BBTB is saying best waiver wire pick. I don't
Michael
really.
Wilson.
Michael Wilson.
He said
Yeah.
Michael Wilson.
Michael Wilson. Yeah, you could argue Michael Wilson. You could say you could say Matt Stafford. He's a waiver pickup. That's a solid
yeah.
waiver pickup.
Yeah.
There's probably one best
Legit,
pickup.
probably Matt Stafford. He finished as QB3, bro.
Yeah. If you picked him up or drafted him, he may have actually carried you and done enough to get you to the finals. But that's it. We're not going to keep looking for reasons to keep talking. This episode's already 50 minutes. So that will do it for this episode. This may be the last episode this season. This may not be the last episode of the season. Who knows? But if it is, we'll see you guys next season. But if not, then we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.